welcome into the Flippin' Hippos YouTube channel. I'm Star. Today is Wednesday, April 13th, and today eBay dropped their 2022 spring seller update. So as I am wont to do with these updates, I like to make a video where I quickly go over everything they're dropping on us and talk a little bit about what it means for us as sellers and how I feel about it. And then in the comments below, you can leave your comments and your feelings about it. This one's not so bad. If you've been a reseller for a while, dating back to like 2017, I remember every seller update was like a reseller's nightmare. We would dread them and, oh, what'd they do to us now? This one's not bad, guys. There's some stuff in it that's kind of annoying, a little bit frustrating, but we'll talk about it. So you should have gotten a message in eBay today with a link to the spring seller update. I'll put it in the box below for you. For convenience, you can just click on it from here, and it brings you to this page. And it says, this spring, we're helping your business grow with new and refreshed tools, features, and data. So they have three main sections in this update: running your business, listing and promoting, and fees and financials. So we're going to look at running your business first. And if you open that, it brings you here. Running your business, what you need to know. Expanding efforts to reduce unpaid items. Can we get a golf clap? Welcome to 2022, eBay. Macari and Poshmark have been doing that for years, but thank you. We're updating to a more accurate way of counting listing page views. That's good news. And there is a new eBay app messaging experience, which will be in beta, but you can try it out now. Again, that's something that Macari and Poshmark have already been doing. So I'm glad to see eBay join the current times. So they're going to be expanding efforts to reduce unpaid items with automatic payment collection. In the winter seller update, they told us about their continued work to reduce unpaid items by automatically collecting payment from buyers when their best offer is accepted. We're excited to keep the momentum going by expanding these efforts to other best offer scenarios, including offers to buyers and the counter offers. The reason I may sound a little sarcastic and snarky is because that, again, is something that Macari and Poshmark have always done. If someone accepts an offer, counters an offer, or sends an offer, and it goes through, payment is automatic. There's no waiting for 3 days or 5 days, whatever it is, while your thing is off the market, your item's off the market, and then having to cancel and relist. So I am really, really happy that eBay will be keeping the momentum going. But what I'm most excited about, which you saw highlighted there, they're going to allow buyers to request bundled offers on multiple items when they make a best offer. So again, that's along the lines of something that Poshmark does that I've always really liked. And it will definitely, I think, increase multiple purchases or bulk buys, a buyer buying more than one item. So I'm excited about that. If a buyer can put 4 things in a cart and send you an offer and it's reasonable, you can accept it. And if not, you counter. And then, hey, the payment goes through automatically. Oh my gosh, it's like selling in 2022. So what's changing? Later this year, they're going to start asking buyers to pay when they accept the seller's offer to buyer or a counter offer. They're going to also introduce the new feature that allows buyers to request a bundled offer on multiple items, which is really cool. I'm actually super stoked about that, guys. All right. They're also updating to a more accurate way of counting listing page views. So having the right data at your fingertips is key to getting your listings to perform at their best. They're going to update how we count listing page views, give a more cleaner performance data. There's now going to be a 30-day rolling count of listing views instead of a lifetime, which I personally think is pretty cool. I hope that there would still be a way to look at lifetime, but 30 days is more what's going on now, what's happening right now with my items. And then, next line says you'll still be able to access data for the past 2 years. So that's great. I'm not going to read this verbatim because nobody came to this video to hear me read. If you did, I'd have a book and be reading you something interesting or exciting. But this is not Star reads books to her viewers hour. So I'm just going to kind of skim over it. Again, you guys, the link will be down in the description box for you to click on. I do absolutely suggest that you go into this and read it word for yourselves. It's always nice to have someone go over it with you and talk about it and give you the basic points. But it is our responsibility as sellers at the end of the day to be up to date on every single change eBay does. So make sure, it's super important that you do go back in and read this for yourself, every single word. There's a whole bunch of information here on this new, the way they're going to count the page views. So you'll want to read all of that. The new eBay app messaging experience is super cool. This is probably the thing I'm second most excited about other than the bundles. It's the new messaging feature. So they did announce the upcoming launch in the winter. And I believe, yes, I already clicked on this in a new tab. So when you click this, it's going to show it to you. But basically, it's going to be a new way to communicate between the buyers and the sellers. The beta version is in the process, and you'll be able to try it out now. So if you're on the latest version of the eBay app, you will see we've updated messaging. Try it now, and you can. And it's testing, it's beta. So just like I tell you guys, when List Perfectly comes out with new features and you're in the beta versions are always tested. So you could run into bugs or glitches or things that don't work quite right. But that's the whole purpose of releasing things in beta. So everything can get ironed out and fixed before it's released fully to the public. During the testing phase, you will be able to switch between classic and new. But this is what it looks like. So it's really cool. It's just like talking in text messages or Facebook Messenger or Mercari or Poshmark with your buyers. It's just like a messaging service, and you'll be able to put photos right in there. So much easier. The old way of messaging on eBay is very antiquated and very time consuming, and it's difficult to like upload pictures to it and stuff. This is just going to streamline things and make it so easier. But this is only going to be available on the mobile app, which I'm okay with. You guys know I'm a dinosaur and I like to do everything on my computer. All my listing, everything, all my offers I send out, all on the computer. But I do like this. And I do enjoy the Messenger and Poshmark and Mercari. It does make life easier. So I think I'm going to like this. So that's the last part of the running your business. Now we're going to look at listing and promoting. So what you need to know there, category changes to help buyers find your items, and updates to item specifics and category structures. This could be the part that's going to be a little frustrating and a little irritating for some. Unfortunately, historically, every time eBay does anything to change categories or item specifics, it creates a lot of back-end work for the sellers, but it also seems to cause a lot of problems. Every single time the item specifics are changed, there's a lot of glitches that happen. People's sales slow way down. It's like this bad luck thing. I don't think they should do it anymore. It should have this black pall over it, this caution tape or something, because every single time they do this, sales drop. Hopefully, well, hey, let's look at the glass half full. Maybe this time eBay will have its shit together and it won't screw up everybody's sales in the entire system when they do this. But there's also going to be things that you're going to be responsible for changing. So that's the frustrating part. Whenever they do this, they're like, hey, we want to palette the changes, but you're going to have to do it for us manually. It's really irritating. Category changes. They say it's to create more intuitive buying, selling, and search. I think it's so that they can be more like Amazon. That's just me. Keep that on the down low. But starting in May, if you listed an item in an affected category and your listing is impacted by the changes, eBay is going to automatically move your listing to the most relevant category. If it is moved, you're going to experience a change in fees. It could be an increase or a decrease. you're going to have to check the fees on those categories. I think I already opened this. I did. But here's the changes. Okay. It'll happen in May, which is a month away, May 17th to be exact. So this is all of the information on the changes. And you can download them and you can look at them and you can be mad if you want to. Updates to item specifics and category structures. So they're rolling out a new item specifics in some categories to help listings match what buyers are searching for. We're also updating a few category structures and item specific names. This is all to help the customers find your items. They can take time to adapt to. As we roll out these changes, they aim to keep new item specifics focused on a smaller number of changes. New item specifics will be available starting May 17th, and they will not be required until mid-July. So if you don't know, you can go on the front of your seller hub and it will tell you how many listings you have that are missing required item specifics. You have until mid-July, do a couple a day. You can do them in bulk right on the computer. So the new item specifics that are going to be available in May are here in this list. And they're just, read this for yourselves. Go read it word for word. They have tools and features to help you update the item specifics more quickly. It doesn't have to be a nightmare. It actually is a lot better than it used to be. There's tools now. You can do it in bulk. And they tell you how many you have that you need done. So it's not as bad as it was 2 or 3 years ago. If you just tackle it a little bit at a time, a few a day, read through this verbatim, check everything out and do it, in which way is going to be quickest for you. And last but not least, we're going to look at fees and financials in this update. So what you need to know: on-demand payouts, additional flexibility with new payout scheduling options, and they're introducing spendable funds. Okay, I'm starting to sound like a broken record, but again, these are all things that Mercari and Poshmark already offer. So eBay is getting on board with being up to date along with the other selling platforms. I do like it when they try to be more like Posh and Mercari, more so than when they try to be like Amazon. So let's go down here and talk about the on-demand payments. They're going to do on-demand payments. So basically, if you have your payments set up weekly, biweekly, or monthly, you can also request all or part of your available funds on demand, just like you can on Mercari and Poshmark. Probably other selling apps as well. We only really resell on Amazon, Poshmark, Mercari, and eBay. So that's why I keep referencing those 2 other ones. But so you can go in before your next scheduled payout date and request all or some if you want. Or you can just let it go until your scheduled payment. You will click on the request payout button next to your available funds, and then you select the amount you want to send and send money now. And it takes 1 to 3 business days to go to your bank. They're also going to have additional flexibility. So now you're going to be able to choose monthly, biweekly, and weekly. And this is how they're going to come to you depending on what you choose. So if you choose it monthly, they're going to be sent to you to your bank the first Tuesday of the month. Biweekly or weekly are always sent to the bank on Tuesdays. And daily will be sent to your bank 2 days after the buyer's payment is confirmed. When you have these funds sitting there, you are able to pull out of these funds to pay for your shipping. So when you do your shipping labels through eBay, you're paying with your money that's sitting there before you have it sent to your bank instead of paying for your shipping. And so that's what a lot of people like to do. So if you want to choose a longer payout schedule, you'll have more funds available for that. But wait, there's more. They're going to have spendable funds. So you're going to have the option of using your earnings to shop. I don't really shop a lot on eBay for myself per se, but I do some arbitrage on there, and I do snipe some auctions, and I do look for merchandise. There are a lot of sellers out there who are racing to the bottom right now and freaking out and selling things really super cheap. There's always folks who are just not even resellers, but just selling stuff out of their own closets. Their kid went away to college, they're selling their stuff, and they don't really know how to price stuff because it's their personal stuff. They just want to get rid of it, make a couple bucks. So yeah, I'm always on eBay looking for good deals on stuff I can get shipped to me that I can flip for myself for more money. And if you can use your funds for that, that's great. So that is something I've taken advantage of on Poshmark and Mercari. When I find stuff I'm sniping, that's what I like to call it. It's basically just arbitrage, but I like to give it a fun name. And I tell Keith, I'm sniping. So you're going to have to enroll. And when your earnings become spendable funds, you can spend them now, save them for later, use them for selling expenses like labels and fees. It is up to you. So your spendable funds can also be used for labels and your fees. And you can purchase using those. And then you can also still withdraw all or part of those to the bank. So this is a pretty exciting update too. This is probably my third favorite. So you guys, I don't really see anything bad in this one. It's all exciting news as far as the bundles, the ending of the unpaid items by requiring immediate payment. We're going to have a cool messenger system. We're going to have, more ways and control of our own money within eBay. So that's great. The only thing that I see kind of being annoying or a little irritating is these item specifics and category changes. But again, go through this, read it, work on it a little bit at a time. This doesn't affect everyone either. So you have to see if it affects you and what you're selling. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, leave them down below. Hit the thumbs up before you leave, guys. It really helps the channel so much. If you haven't already and you'd like to, please subscribe and help us feed a hungry hippo. Don't forget to join our Facebook group. It is called Flippin' Hippos Reseller Pod. There's a link for that down below also, but you can just search for us right on Facebook. And you can find us on Instagram, Flippin' Hippos. Until next time, make sure you read this update. Go be productive. Go make some money. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Y'all are the best. Bye.